right, we're back in the cold, but you know what? That's no reason to not have a party. Please welcome Carson Arthur.
Thanks, everyone.
Landscape
Thank
guru.
you, thank you, thank you.
You love the cold. You love it. You embrace it.
I grew up in Northern Ontario. I mean, we didn't always go to Mexico for our holidays. So, you know, the cold for me was winter wonderland, right? I do all the sports. We did winter parties. It was a big deal. So to hear everybody talk about extending the season and trying to make the most of your fall summer, there's a point at which you got to go, okay, we're no longer in fall summer. An outdoor heater is not going to save us. It's time to embrace what's really going on.
Okay.
So we're in winter. All across Canada, let's do it. It's winter, let's move on. So now, I actually did an après ski party in my cottage. And I put it on Facebook, and so many people were asking, how did you do that? How did you make that work? So I'm going to show everybody how to do that today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So après ski, you don't even have to ski first.
No.
Forget about all that action. Just have a party outside. Why not?
It's true. Why not? I mean, winter does amazing things for decorating the backyard.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it hides all the bad things. You know, you get a
does.
good snow cover and you're done. All you need really are some good chairs, a little source of heat, and the right people to entertain.
So let's talk about these chairs, because we know the Muskoka chair is wildly popular all across Canada. This is a special material, though.
It's true. These are the recycled resin. Now, when you're talking about chairs, there's some definite do's and don'ts.
Okay.
I tried it one year with the little thin plastic version of these chairs.
Yes.
All the legs broke. People were sitting on them, and it was like
They
fun.
snapped.
Yeah, it became a drinking game at one point. No, but the cold doesn't do well with those.
Yeah.
We tried it with metal chairs.
That's
People
freezing.
stuck. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I found that these resin chairs are the best way to do it. Now, I love these. They're from Moss on the Danforth, but what's great about them is they add color. They add festiveness, and it's a chair. And it doesn't freeze, and it's comfortable to sit in, and it's got all the right benefits, and it's made of recycled materials.
Yeah, not to mention, this is all recycled materials, which is great.
And they're going to last 25 years plus.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about them being outside or getting wet in the snow. You don't have to cover them up. That, for me, is key, right? That really extends the life. Now, when you're talking about sitting in these chairs, though, few things you need to be aware of for your guests. If there's a fire in front of you, which is great, the heat's all in front. So behind gets cold.
Right.
Make sure you have blankets and pillows out for your guests, because you want to protect them. But another thing that you can do, my grandma actually made that one.
Did she really?
Yeah, my grandma knit that blanket.
This is incredible.
But in the wintertime, you can bring those outside because they're not going to get sopping wet. You can, you can actually have some fun with your indoor pieces, bringing them outside, because the actual cold protects them.
Right.
But another thing you can do is you can actually dig out the snow. So you can actually use the snow as a barrier, almost like an igloo, right?
That's
you use
smart.
the snow as your insulator, so you tuck in with the snow around you and you're nice and warm.
Yeah, that's
no
very
problem.
true.
You keep the wind out.
Yeah, keep the wind out.
Now, we did mention heat source. If you're lucky enough to have a fire pit like this one, great, you've already got it. Now, this actually came from Canadian Tire, which is fantastic because they're on sale right now. Good time to buy heat sources for outside. If you don't have a fire pit in your home already, you can actually do this outside.
Okay, should we mention a warning about fire pits?
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Make sure you check your bylaws because you need to know what your municipality says is approved and not approved.
Got it.
The beauty about winter is you always have a source of wet around you if you need to put the fire out quick.
That's right. And just tell the, law and order officials that you were cooking hot dogs.
It's true. It's true. Actually, most municipalities
just a hint.
in most municipalities in Canada allow you these as long as you can control the smoke.
Right.
So, if you don't have one of these and you still want to have this outside, the one thing you have to do is protect the grass. You can have a fire outside, but if you thaw the grass will die, and then you end up with a patch.
Right.
I like putting down a cement block.
Oh, that's smart.
Okay, simple.
Okay.
And you might notice my little decorative pieces.
So Carson made these.
I did. And I actually had help
great.
from a 4-year-old. So these are not complicated projects. But the truth is, I mean, you can have a lot of fun outside with things that are not so permanent. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about how to make these later, but really, they're frozen ice that's colored.
Yeah, so that is ice, folks, and you've put all sorts of great stuff in there, and we'll tell you the secret to making that.
This one came from YouTube, believe it or not.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, somebody sent me this saying, try this from YouTube, and I did, and I was like, well, that's very cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we're also going to talk a little bit about your beverage, because what you serve your guests, extremely important, because that's going to make the party.
Right.
All right. One other thing you need to remember, when you send your invite out, make sure you let your guests know that it's going to be outdoors.
Please.
I've had people come over and say, oh, we're here for the party, and then realize it's an après ski, and they're like, not dressed appropriately.
No, would be very sad for me.
And my
Wear
onesie,
a full ski suit.
My onesie doesn't fit everybody.
No?
No, we roll it up at the bottom of the top. No, again, remember, this is all about enjoying your backyard for as many seasons as possible. Don't be afraid to be outside in the wintertime.
And just so that people stay tuned for when you create that beverage, that is a slab of bacon on that hot chocolate there.
Mexican hot chocolate, candied bacon.
What? We will be talking about that.